Alright, so one more time, guys. We're going to do this with some speedrun strats again. Like I said, there are a few points in this game where, like, the speedrunners have it right. Like, there are just some moments that aren't as much fun here. This entire area up here, not fun. The landmines, not fun. So this guy's going to come running out that door. And what I can do is I can just slip right in here. I can go right over here. And he's got a buddy in here. And so I can do this one of two ways, right? One, I can kill him. Or two, I can press myself up against this wall. And he'll walk right out that door. No one's going to be any the wiser. It's a nice little trick here. That door is a lock I typically have to pick. So you'd probably have to engage those two guys. It's just going to go ahead and save me probably the most amount of time. One thing that I can also do here is, like I said, I'm going to sneak down this stairs. And something that the stairs do here is it actually telegraphed me very well. There was a light source behind me, so I was completely blown out coming down the stairs. And I'm like, oh, hey, there's a computer over here. So this area is obviously, trying to lead me to something, right? And what I can do here is if I come around this corner, it's like, oh, shit, there's a mine. So if you're not paying attention, this mine can, like, immediately get to you. And boop, there we go. This mine can get to you, and that's something that can, like, cause a fair amount of issues, especially like in like a playthrough. If you're just like, oh shit, let me go through that. Don't need to access the computer twice, but go ahead, Sam, it's fine. And now what I can do here is I can go ahead, grab some extra frag grenades and a wall mine. Excuse me. So this mission was based around stealth, but now the game's really telling you, like, hey, don't worry about it, man. Go ham. This is the point of the game where if they were going to do the remake and give you, like, hey, we're going to give you spot and mark, this is the area where I'd want to be able to use it, right? Where it's like, hey, there's some really next level bad shit going on in here. No one up here, so go ahead in this door before those guys come in and find me. This is where you get to be like the Sam Fisher that we're all like, oh, he's a badass, right? This is where you can be that Sam Fisher. And one of the things that I really like here is that, like, crawl up across the top. There are a couple ways that you can go through this. I think I can... Can this do it? Silence my fall. Right? So that's like a body right there. Immediately silence the fall. There's a guard right there. I don't think I can, like, destroy any of that stuff. But there are a couple different options here for which we can go about this. Let's see. You know what might be a good way to do it, though? Bam. Let's just draw this guy into me, right? And boom. Put some gas on him. And what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to grab that body. I'm going to walk him over here. Right? So, real quick, two real quick non-lethal takedowns. Went ahead, took care of this guy by dropping on him. So, like I said, it's really one of the few times in the game where it's like, hey, here are all the abilities. Totally forgot about that guy. Huh, that was a little hairy for a second. I was about to, like, round a corner and be like, fuck. Got a real quick med kit. Trying to figure out how the best way to go about this. Can't take that out. Take that out real quick, though. You go ahead and grab that.
American soldiers. Take them to the studio and kill them. We'll release the footage whenever we can. Tell Theron we are moving ahead. I'll retrieve the Ark.
Let me go ahead and we'll go to quickly look under this door. But yeah, so we really got to see full ramifications of like everything that we can do in this game in those very first opening seconds. And then that door right there, it's jammed, so can't even open that. We're going to go ahead and press on through into this area. We see some soldiers over there, so we're going to go ahead and I can look there. Can't get through that, so the game is funneling me.
I want the American soldiers prepped and in studio. The executions are going forward as planned. Yes, sir.
Drop that guy here. And there are a couple of different things I got here, right? So one, we see a guy right in there. And what I can do is I think I can drop that guy. No, maybe not.
He wants us to escort the soldiers to the studio.
You copy that, Fisher? The executions are going forward.
I heard. We got any more diversions?
Your gun's full of them. Make sure that...
So I like there how it sits there and goes, hey, I need to distract them. How do I do it? And he goes, use your gun. Grab this guy, and bam, interrogation.
What the hell?
Where are you keeping the American soldiers?
Grinkov will kill me.
He's not as creative as I am. Where are they?
Ow! Oh! Oh!
Where?
The basement.
Where's Grinko?
He'll murder you. He'll kill you all.
Where do I find him?
He'll find you. Kill me.
Alright, that's about all he's got. I'm going to go ahead and turn out that light. I think I can also... Oh, well, I can grab that. And right here, look, some 5.56 ammo. So there we go. I like how they're all using AK-47s, but, you know, they have access to standard 5.56 rounds. I think what I can do here, there's a vent. Oh. This game does not want me to put him in the vent, which is just a bit of a bummer. So what we're going to do is we're going to carry him in here. Like I said, what I don't want to have happen is the game to be like, oh no, we found a body. This random body, that spot should be okay. I've only had one. Those guys haven't been triggered yet, so that's good. Drop in here. And we're going to go ahead and continue on up the passageway. Yeah, just randomly, like, okay, they found a corpse. So that's my first alarm. I think I have 7 of them. I think it'd be okay.
This operation is based around...
Yeah, I know, Lambert. I know it's based around stealth. So this area here with those guys, I wonder, there's got to be a better way to go about this, right? So I got that diversion camera, I got a sticky camera, I got a smoke grenade. I wonder the best way to go about this. So there's a group of guys up here, and we saw them earlier, and these are the guys that are going to go execute the soldiers.
It's not our place to question. Let's go.
And I can't let that happen, right? Okay. Took care of those guys. Like I said, this is probably the part where the game gets a little bit hairy. And I like that guy right there, look, instantly, frag grenade. Like, the game knows, like, it's like, okay, here you go. We know you're going to use some shit here. Brought one of the guys out of that area. So like I said, it's a challenging thing. Like I said, this is where it gets the most hairy I think it's really ever been. Because this is the game kind of going like, oh, hey, here's you're supposed to play the game like you need to, but it also doesn't give you a lot of ways to go about hiding things, right? So I've got 4 bodies here, or 3 bodies here. I can count. I can do math. And then Fisher still can't aim for shit, but that's okay. So what I really need to do here is like, well, how do I go about that? And probably one of the easiest ways here is to go ahead, pick up these bodies, move them out of line of sight, and put them over by the jammed door. Because what I'm going to assume is that if the door is jammed for me, it should be jammed for them as well. And if I like tuck them up against the wall or something, not going to really be able to notice them. It's weird how you go about like laying things down, because like I want to lay them down to the side. Yeah, there we go. But there's like some weird collision with bodies. I can't just like pick them up, slump over to the side, things like that. Like I said, this to me, this part of the game, this mission especially, if you were going to be like, hey, Sam Fisher is going to get Spot and Mark in his remake, I'd be okay with it for a couple missions. This mission where it's like, no, we heard Sam sit there go, are we worried about the soldiers or are we worried about the broadcast? And Lambert had to be like, look, we're worried about the broadcast. The broadcast is what's going to erode faith. The broadcast is what's going to really be like, put it up there that the Chinese were helping out, that the Chinese were helping out the Georgians. It's going to call for war. It's not going to go well. So what we want to do here is we want to try to avoid that any way possible. Now this area is really, really awesome. Once again, like I said, this is the game telling us... Oh, sorry. Alright, so this level, like I said, guys, this level is actually probably one of the cooler ones, no pun intended. Especially at this point of it, where the game is going like, hey, here is... You have, like I said, we've had all the tools, and now the game's going like, hey, you know what you really haven't used a lot of yet? You have not used a lot of your... Take him down? You haven't used your thermal vision that much at all yet. So the game's now like, hey, here you go. Let's use that thermal vision. Let's put you in a freezer where the enemies are going to be silhouetted. There's going to be smoke. So, like, if I were to look around, like, that's what I would see. And you can still see through it. So it's not like you can just walk up and be like, oh, I'm a ghost. We're not going to animate this shit, right? But what I can do is I can now use distance. I can see the enemy from a good ways off. I have so many different options and choices and ways to go about things in order to handle my problems. And because I can see the enemy from so far away, it means that I can eliminate them pretty handedly. And then if you notice here, like, the bodies are going to go cold, right? Like, that body there is now black, blends with the floor. I can toss this guy here. As his body heat dissipates, he will also too go out, and won't be much of an issue there. And if you saw over there, there was an old friend that, if you remember from early on, that we had, our friend the turret. So we have like turrets here. So this is this entire level going like, we really want you to remember everything that you've done and played with in this game, which really cool feature for it. The level doesn't, like I said, you're not invisible. The smoke is not like so thick that it's like, yeah, I can just sneak around, do whatever I want. Not mistaken, they're gonna throw a grenade through there. Throw a grenade, you see everything flapping too.
Got him. Hold your position.
Couple grenades. So that's 3 grenades those guys just like had thrown at me. There probably was a better way to go about it, and I just couldn't see it. That happens. It's okay. Once again, I got to make sure that I do a pretty good job at hiding these bodies, because like the game will be like, this body was randomly discovered, and it is a massive pain. I think it should be a frag grenade. Nope, that was a data stick. Put that body here. And like I said, there are bodies, like if I didn't hide a body well enough earlier in this, that's a frag grenade. Yeah.